Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have our first sneak peek at Moto GP26. So yesterday on Steam, the Steam page went up for Moto GP26, including a work in progress little clip about 50 seconds long. And it's pure gameplay, so we're going to watch it through there now, and then we'll run it back through a few times, find out a few things I like, and yeah, see how it goes. So we're just going to play it back. So you will have noticed there, they don't have the V4 Yamaha sound, so they're still lacking there, unfortunately, which of course, as you can see up on top screen, it is a work in progress. It's not finished. I think we're about just 5 weeks from release, so obviously that will need to change. A lot of deliveries probably aren't even up to date. We're not really looking a lot at that sort of stuff. It's more the gameplay I'm interested. Bottom right here, you can see the heads-up display, the kind of onboard, what would I call it, the tachometer, I suppose, has changed. You can see power D, so that would suggest that we now have at least a minimum of 4 power mappings, if not more. You can see 5 traction, 5 anti-wheeling, 5 engine braking. Probably won't notice it in the corners, but on the straight here, it does look like the right eye device isn't as pronounced in terms of the way it drops. Also, we have a square track map, which a different looking style track map, the way it looks a lot more 3D in terms of these little chevron triangles. Obviously that's the race leader, and then that's you. As we play it through, there's one big thing to notice, and that is the ride animation. So you'll see here, just the way he kind of tucks his body and gets his upper body over the tank, hangs his backside still off, tucks the legs in, kind of gets his forearms on the tank and really kind of accelerates out. You can see up the road a couple of them doing. So this is much more fluid looking, but the only issue I have, right, is that I hope that they don't all absolutely copy each other in terms of, if every single rider comes out of the corner and does that to the exact same extent, it would look strange because it would look too mirrored. This is very much looks like to me like Top Rack style, the way he kind of gets his, because he is a taller rider, gets his body, kind of manipulates it and bends it and tucks it into places to get tucked in. You'll see it more later in the clip. No, thankfully out of every corner they don't do it, but you can see there again, it kind of it's Ayagora ahead, and he's doing something similar again. And I think in this next change of direction here, you'll see a lot of other riders doing it too. So it's not massively different, I'm not going to lie to you. You can see, just as we go through here, you'll see him as they come out of the corner. As he kind of sits the bike up, you can see that's Pedro Costa to my right there also doing it, and he kind of glides along. This is, I want to say, Ayagora there next to me. You can see Ayagora, and he's doing it until he has contact with me, and then I think it's Binder, I'm going to say, to South African helmet, he's also doing it. So it seems like they all do it at all times. So I was wondering when I first saw the clip, was this going to be a Top Rack style? Was it that they've redone the riding styles, but that the riding styles are probably not as customizable as we'd hope. Again, you can see, for me anyway, it doesn't look like as much is going on in terms of the right eye, the development. There's a few new pictures. I'm just trying to get full screen. So again, here's Mark at what will be Portimao Turn 1. Again, this is what looks to be Ayagora coming out of, I think this will be Turn 3 at Thailand with Alex Marquez. Don't look particularly good or bad. This is Pecco and Fermin Aldeguer on the V4Rs. Bezecchi doing a bit of training at the new Canterbury Park. Vinales, you can see there, Marini in the background. This looks to be Misano. This will be Turn 3 at Misano, and he's coming out there and he's getting his body tucked in. So it looks like they've made slight improvements. Now again, unfortunately the guy playing it wasn't particularly amazing, which is unfortunate, which can then lead to some weird looking inputs, and then that leads to the game not looking great. So I think with a bit more of a fluid rider, you would see some better use of this. I can't see straight out one thing I don't like. This here, just watch the rear just snaps out on him. On traction 5, Looks a bit floaty there. It looks okay. Again, it's not going to be much different for 25. Gotta remember, it's only been a year. Unfortunately, we don't get massive changes in these games. So I think the whole selling point will probably be off the track. Graphically, looks the same. Track still looks very grey to me. It's one thing that always kind of gripes me out to Milestone games, is that the track never looks dark. Like a lot of people, someone commented on a video today of mine said that looks like they're riding on snow. You can kind of see that effect from this shot here. Now, of course, every track does have different tarmac and stuff, but I always just think tarmac in most Milestone games does look a bit dull. But overall, someone pointed out as well, boots look wrong size in terms of scaling. One thing as well, right, and I've seen this actually, I'll just rewind here because he's going up through the gears. I'll put on the audio just so it'll annoy you. So basically you'll see the rider's foot to the gear audio change, and the gear change is all out of sync. You can see it there again as he goes up. The issue is, right, it's a modern day MotoGP bike, so it's a seamless gearbox, which allows him to change gears at speeds nobody could have ever imagined. And the issue is when you're sitting there with a controller and you press a button, the game will immediately go up the gear. But for the rider to do the animation, it plays from as soon as you press the button. The issue is, in real life, you have to do the animation to change the gear. In real life, in the game, you're pressing a button that then creates this animation to play, where he puts his leg down. So unfortunately, if they were to make it fast enough that it would look like he's changing gear when you press the button, his leg would snap down so quick it would even be more of an eyesore. So unfortunately, we're never going to have that perfect. I see a lot of comments about this on ride videos of how that the audio note to the gear change is slightly out of sync. And yeah, it's one of those things that it's not going to be fixed anytime soon, because how fast the MotoGP bike can change gear versus how they play the animation out when he does it. So play through for the final time, looks okay. I think again, maybe just a small bit being critical. The AI look like they're very much not taking any variation in line. They're very much nose to tail, which is slightly disappointing. Look, at the moment it's a very early work in progress. This is the first footage. We don't know how long ago this footage was recorded. This could be from the end of last year, we don't know. So you got to kind of leave it very open to interpretation there at the moment, that we just don't know really how long ago this was recorded. So we could be looking at really recent footage. If so, slightly disappointing the fact that they don't have the right audio. It looks okay. Again, I go back to the rider playing the game. He doesn't look pretty amazing at the games, which does always make it a bit harder. But yeah, anyway, we have about 5 weeks until release. Let me know what you think of the footage. Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks bad? Yeah, I'm watching the new rider animation and stuff like that. And overall, it's not long now until we actually get hands on ourselves. I can remember only a few weeks back thinking, oh my god, so long until we get ride. And now it's only just over 5 weeks until we get Moto GP26. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Short video again once today, but just wanted to get a bit of footage out of this and have my opinions on it. And yeah, talk to you guys about it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know in a comment what you think, and we'll keep the discussion going there. Thanks for watching. Slán go fóill buachaillí.